Hey guys, how's it going? I'm back here with a gameplay video with the Millennium eONE and the HIARCS Chess Explorer. Oh, two things I have to say before I begin. If you were to get this software, just know that the HIARCS Chess Explorer, not the HIARCS Chess Explorer Pro, is what's compatible with the Millennium eONE. So know that, and also know that. Let me show you here. If you go to help about HIARCS, that you need version 1.11.1. So I just want to point that out. If you end up getting this software and you need some help with it, just let me know. But it's pretty simple things you need to do. But if you don't know about them, it could make it seem very difficult. With that said, HIARCS is always making software. I was very active on the Play Chess servers back in the early 2000s, the mid 2000s. And I owned HIARCS, I believe 10 and 9, I think, back in those days, and I've always enjoyed its play. I think it's Uniac, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, always have made top-notch software, and other contributors that have contributed as well. Always design nice software. And I'll be doing more videos on this software, but this video here is not for that. It's just more or less just the gameplay against the HIARCS engine. Just a little bit of menu exploration. So with that said, let's jump right in. We click this little wheel here. I'll just show you, go to advanced, and this is how you connect the board. Very simple and straightforward. The pieces, everything, the Millennium is already high quality and the responsiveness is excellent. Couple that with this software that does a good job at programming to be compatible with the software is also excellent. So you have double excellence here. Again, I'm not paid, I'm not sponsored by this. I bought this software and this board with my own money. So with that said, I just want to bring people stuff so they can see how it works together and how it works. Because again, stuff like this is really difficult to really get a feel for it. It's not like you just walk in the store and test it out. With that said, let's go ahead and fire up a new game here. Go to play, we're going to go new game. I want to actually turn the coach off. I don't know where to turn it off. It's somewhere here. I'll figure it out. You can actually play from the starting position, obviously, or you can play a particular opening if you want, or you can do a position setup and you can play current position. And I like the way they did that. I also like the fact that you can do extra for a human player. I think you can do that in other games, other software where you can get one side more time. I'm pretty sure you can, but this is just very easy. That's the good thing I like about this software. It's very easy. The learning curve is low for it, but it's very, very, very effective as it's packed with a lot of good features. So these computers tend to move a bit fast. I wish it's probably a way I can turn the book off to the computer, but what I'm gonna do is anyway, I'm gonna just go ahead and play a 5-5 game. And if I run out of time, because that's the problem, I've tested that already. Plays very good chess to be, to match your strength. And but you might run out of time, and I think in the end it'll allow you to add a minute or something to your time. So we'll see how that works out. But with that said, let's go ahead. We're gonna play a white and go. Now, one thing I'm gonna do here, I'm going to go ahead. Oh, sorry, I got to click this little thing here. See, when it's active, you got to click this to activate it for this tab here. So, one thing I want to do is in some cases I want to play some somewhat dubious moves to see how the computer reacts to it, because in theory, if it's matching your strength, it should also play a bad move as well, or a dubious move, if you will. So you see what I'm saying? How the computer gets a huge advantage in time, especially with the opening book. But it should match your strength. So, but anyway, let's see what kind of plan we're gonna go here for. We're gonna do. Should we develop our knight? Yeah, we're gonna. I was thinking to go to A3, but in this case, it's not a good idea. All right, so he goes that way. So what's the idea here? The idea, I think, is that he wants to push at some point E5. But I think in this case I go queen B3. I think I go E1 first. Rook E1. Okay, now he goes here. Now I'll go B3. A lot of times people, what he didn't do, a lot of people go bishop to D6 here, which is really not the best move because again, you're really what they call biting on granite. It's better your bishop be pointing at something on an open diagonal than pointing at these bolstered pawns right here that are basically blunting your bishop. So the pawns on G3 and H2 kind of blunt that bishop on D6. So I mean, that's just something I always try to practice when I play. Put my bishop on another diagonal because you would likely have to move it off that diagonal anyway. If you put your bishop, if Black had put his bishop to D6, he'd be likely have to move it off of it anyway. All right, so he goes here, which is what I wanted. Go here, takes. Okay, takes. Castles. Okay. Then you go here. Okay, you go here. Now there's a lot of ways you can play this here, but we're just gonna go ahead and develop this bishop here. Next, I want to go something like knight to A4, maybe. Something like this here. Oh, snaps. That was a really critical knight I just moved. See, and the idea that they have in this position, so at some point they want to push E5 to kind of break your pawn center up a little bit to try to get one of their pawns, I mean their knight on actually on D5. So he comes here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go here like this. Sometimes I get myself in trouble doing this. One thing you kind of want to watch in this position. Okay, so let's go back. Let's see, let's go, hold up. Let's go back to here. I'm gonna hop my knight in there. The knight, again, like I'm double hitting B6. Let's see here. If I get his knight out of, if I can trade his knight for my knight. Okay, so he done that, okay. So should I go knight to E5? Here's the question. That is the question. Yeah, let's go knight to E5 first. That is the question. Because you always got to watch your D4 square. In these positions like this. Okay, so he goes here. That's fine. Let's see, what would I do here? Let me go ahead and hop here. This is really probably not because I'm blocking at my bishop a little bit. But I just want to just see what the computer does. Because at some point you want to try to get in something like F3 and E4, for example. It goes here. See, because I almost could do it now. But the thing is, you don't ever want Black to trade anything for his D5 pawn. Like, for example, you push, say, F3, E4, he gets to take with, you know, his D5 pawn. Now that D5 square is open for a piece to get on it. So you kind of want to keep that piece as long as possible. Okay. Okay, let's just do this then. I'm I'm gonna see what he does. Let me straighten the board up here a little bit. My board completely on the screen here. How about that? Yeah, so you can see the king good. So he goes here. I wonder would he do a repetition? Let's see. I'm gonna see what happens. Okay, so he's not gonna do repetition. Okay, because I might want to trade. Let's see here. No. We don't want to do that. Then again, we might. That's something. No. Let's do this here. Let's threaten a piece. See what he does. Okay, so he goes here. Not so bad. Well, we can't let him trade, that's all. Well, if he trades it, then he'll be able to get his knight up. Well, I'm going to have to do this. And then I just move my king up and I just move my king up to protect G3. Okay, so now he goes here. Then I just move my king up to here to protect us. Okay, so he goes here. All right, so let's go here. We got to get that rook. We got to get his bishop out of the house. We can't have that. He might mess around and get trapped up in here. But if I can do that, well, I got to do something here. Okay, he goes there. Okay, so he goes back. Okay, let's do this. I'm actually threatening to win a piece here if he don't do something. That's why I'm pushing G4. But he's obviously he was not gonna let me do that. Okay. Okay, so if I push his knight back, which would that be a good idea or not? That's the thing. That's the question. Would that be a good idea or not? But no. Yeah. Actually, it might be. Yeah, let's go ahead and push his knight back. Let's do that. Put his knight back. I'm going to just step my king up in here. I got to do something here. This is kind of tough to play in a certain sense because maybe I might just let him play that. Okay, so what we'll do, probably knight takes would be the most reasonable thing to do here. Yeah. We'll do that. Okay, so now it'll be, okay, he pushes here, that's fine. We'll just come out here like this. So now I can go E4, I think, because it'd be hard for him to get a knight on that square. So he comes here. I think I can do this now. So he pushes up. Now that's something there. Okay, so let's take this. Yeah, that's the thing. Just getting in time trouble with a computer is always the issue here. Okay, so what we're gonna do? We're just gonna come in like this. We're gonna see how it goes. You know what I'm saying, bro? Okay. We're gonna do that. Oh, my camera's out of. Let me just do something here to get it back in focus. What did he move? Okay, he moved here. Look like we might go for a draw here. Let's see, is he gonna get my camera back in focus here? Okay. Come on, cameras. I wonder what maybe some kind of way to light and have one in here. Okay, so he moved up. And it was a draw. Let me pull this in the screen so you can see. Draw due to 3-4 repetition. Wow. Get that back into focus here. Wow, that's amazing. I thought that was a pretty good position we had there. I've had this position before, actually in a tournament game. Well, not this exact position, but a very similar position and won the game. But again, the thing you want to remember in this case is don't push this too fast to open up e4, because early on, if your opponent can get this pawn off e4 and get his knight to get his pawn off d4 and get his knight to d4, like say if these pawns had disconnected right here, say for example, if you had not had this pawn right here pushed up from b3 to b4, they can also make this pawn here weak as well by pushing say e7, e5 to kind of attack this pawn here. You almost have to take it. So with that said, yeah, that's the video, man. That was a good game. Even though it ended in a draw, there were some things there that I think I can change, but I still think I learned a little bit about that position from that game within itself, and I think that was a good game. I think again, you know, it gave me some new ways to view this position here. The way he pushed the pawns on this side here. So now I know that sometimes I might need to be prepared for them to have some waiting moves on the king side, so I can prepare some different strategies for the king side to take waiting moves away from them. So with that said, that's the end of the video. There'll be more videos on HIARCS Chess Explorer coming. And you guys take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.